Never in my career have I worked on a case like this. The suspect is quite calm when he explains of what he does, but how quickly he became unhinged. In fact, even though cases like this are quite common, his manner was quite uncommon. Never have I ever interviewed a man with such a strange demeanor. Hi, my name is Officer Lisa. Okay, I see how it's gonna be. Are you aware of what happened to a patient of this asylum? A patient that we have been told that you have been noticeably close to? You seem nervous.
Nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous. I had been and am. But why will you say that I am mad? The disease had sharpened my senses, not destroyed, not dulled them. Above all was the sense of hearing acute. I heard all things in the heaven and in the earth. I heard many things in hell. How, then, am I mad? Hearken, and observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story.
Then tell me, though I doubt you have the ability to tell me calmly.
It's impossible to say how the idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. He had never wronged me. He had never given me insult. For his gold I had no desire. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever.
Thank God, so well. So I could infer that you and the man had a rather, would you say, good relationship, am I right? The only thing that would possess you to kill this patient is his eye. You compare this eye to being that of a vulture eye. Are you okay? Something wrong? Is this why you killed the patient?
Now this is the point. You fancy me mad. Madmen know nothing, but you should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight, with what dissimulation I went to work. I was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him. And every night, about midnight, I turned the latch of his door and opened it, oh so gently, and then, when I had made an opening sufficient for my head, I put in a dark lantern, all closed, that no light shone out. And then I thrust in my head. I looked in upon him while he slept.
Your plan to kill the old man must have been very thought out. Started 1 week in advance. Exactly 7 days. I assume you put lots of thought into this. I don't know.
8th night, when I had waited a long time, very patiently. This, however, did not vex me. It would not be heard through the wall. At length it ceased. The old man was dead. I removed the bed and examined the corpse. Yes, he was stone dead. I placed my hand upon the heart and held it there for many minutes. There was no pulsation. He was stone dead. If you still think me mad, you will think so no longer when I describe the wise precautions I took for the concealment of the body. The night waned, and I worked hastily but in silence. First of all, I dismembered the corpse. I cut off the head and the arms and the legs.
So you dismembered the corpse, and then what?
I then took up 3 planks from the flooring of the chamber and deposited all between the scantlings. I then replaced the boards so cleverly, so cunningly, that no human eye, not even his, could have detected anything wrong. There was nothing to wash out, no stain of any kind, no blood spot whatever. I had been too wary for that. A tub had caught all.
So you hit him, but if you thought you could get away with this, then why are you telling me?
It was a low, dull, quick sound, much such a sound as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. I gasped for breath, and yet the officers heard it not. I talked more quickly, more vehemently. The noise steadily increased. Oh God, what could I do? I foamed, I raved, I swore. I swung the chair upon which I had been sitting, and grated it upon the boards. But the noise arose over all, and continually increased. It grew louder, 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 and still the men chatted pleasantly and smiled. Was it possible they heard not? Almighty God, no, they heard, they suspected, they knew. They were making a mockery of my horror. This I thought and this I think, but anything was better than this agony. Anything was more tolerable than this decision. I could bear those hypocritical smiles no longer. I felt that I must scream or die, and now again, hark! Louder, louder, louder.
Village, dissemble me no more. I admit the deed. Tear up the planks. Here lies the beating of his hideous heart.